Encore Stadium here in Cincinnati. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. On the visitors' sideline, Jaguars head coach Liam Cohen. His guys got the season started on a high note, a home victory in the opener. On the other side, Bengals head coach Zach Taylor. His guys also winners in week 1, so a couple of 1-0 teams ready to get after it here. Two teams here fresh off week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And we've seen the flashes throughout his 4 years in the league, but he's coming off an injury-riddled season. We only played 10 games. Has to eliminate the costly turnovers at 52 in 4 seasons, and he's hoping the new coach Liam Cohen can unlock his untapped potential, and it has to happen right now.
Yeah, he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. You talk about this Bengals defense. Coming into this one ranked number 19 in the NFL against the pass.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
And this one incomplete, threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
That one came up just a little bit short. I'm wondering, is it still a little bit tight as this game starts? What would you say? Maybe he's got to take the governor off of it?
Or maybe the donut off the baseball bat, like the guys in the on-deck circle?
I like that, yeah. Just take that little extra weight off of him and start to play freely.
From the gun on third down, Lawrence. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
That's good for our Jaguars. First down. It's a gain of 10. And the Jaguars first down.
Has a pretty good throw on the curl route there. Third down, and they pick up a first.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it's so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, then they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. This defense for the Bengals, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Still second down.
On second down, ETN once more. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Towards the end zone for Brown. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. De'Ami Brown, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jaguars are on the board first here this afternoon. They said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that,
You want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was one drive, he burned them, and I don't think it's the last time they call his number in this one.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Gets past one man. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Bengals offense here ready to rock and roll. Joe Burrow is the man at quarterback.
And he comes off a tough opening matchup. Threw way too many interceptions in that game. Definitely not the way you want to kick off a new season. So he said to himself, I got to throw that game out. I'm going to get a fresh start right here in week 2.
Here we go. They defer to Brown to start the drive. And how much there? Maybe a yard on the 24. The numbers there for Brown from a week ago. 19 carries, 56 yards.
There were some signs of life from their ground game last week, but overall, just a so-so performance. Everyone knows they can make a slight improvement how they contribute to this aspect of the offense. Linemen can set their blocks and hold them a little bit longer, and he can be quicker to the hole and hit a lane. If they do that, they should get it.
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. So on 4th down, Ryan Rico on to punt for the Bengals. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. Would be ideal.
They'll get it across the 35. It'll be 2nd down. You talk about this Bengals defense. They're squarely in the middle of the pack against the run this year, number 16 in the NFL.
And being able to set the tone early in this game, because when you get down to it, it's that sign that we saw in their football facility when we visited with them. The one that said no explosives, no big plays, no chunk plays. That's what they've got to take care of.
His first catch, good for 14 there and a 1st down. Etienne up the middle. Shreds into the stiff arm. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
We have 23.
They go play action with Lawrence. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, easy. Route.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but maybe circle this play, because if they get the stop and hold them to a field goal here, that's a pretty good job. They're already down on the scoreboard.
A stop now would be vital for them, because it could save them from having to do it multiple times later in the game in order to either get back into it or maybe have a chance to win.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. There's no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you've got your best people in the area to try and take that away.
So a touchdown on their opening drive and 3 more here, and it adds to their first quarter lead.
Yeah, everything's going according to plan so far because the offense has moved the ball, defense able to do their job, and here the special teams unit comes through with their contribution. A field goal to make it 10-zip.
And he returns this to the 22. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10.
Gun.
And they'll begin here with a run by Brown. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Foye Oluokun finding his way to the ball for a stop. A tackle for loss.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Right, 80.
They snapped that at 1. Now it's Burrow. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. So on 4th down, out is Ryan Rico to punt. Big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And now out come the Jags. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. And they'll start on the ground, ETN. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 46 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they got to like this.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long.
Hey.
Lawrence will throw. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So erase the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
23.
From the shotgun, Lawrence got his man complete over the middle. It's Brown. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the 1st down. So on 4th down, here's Logan Cook to punt for Jacksonville. Charlie Jones deep for Cincinnati. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Looking to put a drive together. On 1st and 10, here's Brown. He juked him, and they work this well upfield across the 35. That good for 22 and a first down.
As always, no rooting interest here, but that was pretty, wasn't it? To see him break through and then pick up his stride.
Yeah, the guy carrying the ball loves it. I think the O-line, they might like and take more satisfaction out of those runs than anybody else, though, right?
Without a doubt, because they're the ones that often have created it.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Here we go.
A first carry for Samaje Perine. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. The Bengals 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
Connects quickly to Jamar Chase.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
180.
An inside give, Brown. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Remember, that was less than a yard. That was not a full yard. That defense, they were having none of it.
Yeah, the surge the offensive line was seeking actually occurred on the other side of the ball. They reestablished the line of scrimmage and stuffed them.
Gun.
4th down. Here's Joe Burrow. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Bengals triumph, but it doesn't work out. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you pumped the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it. No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground. Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
You had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Cincinnati set to take over once again. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th. Didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride to the offense this go-around. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go. 180.
Burrow looking to pass. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Well, they've already allowed 3 sacks in this first half. Now a holding penalty.
So I think drastic measures had to be taken, right? The regular way was not working. He was getting hit almost every snap, it felt like. They had to try and keep him upright.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Here we go, here we go. Big 13. Big 13.
Here's Burrow. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Orlando Brown guilty of the infraction there.
Still 2nd down. On 1, ready? Gun. Shot. 180. Shot.
Now it's Burrow. He'll get this out to his running back, P-Ryan. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here, as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. Boy, a tough spot here as they approach the line of scrimmage. A long way to go to try to pick up this first down. Now a short one to Gesicki. And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. Here's Ryan Rico now, standing just outside his own goal line. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 36-yard line.
Hey, Lion.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. This offense so far on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Now Lawrence. That's complete to Traylon Burks. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's patience to be admired right there because he looks left, looks right, and waits for the right guy to come open, spots him in the middle of the field, and delivers.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
At the 47-yard line.
Lawrence. Over the middle, complete. It's Brown. And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Here's Lawrence to throw. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
To me, this is a case of if you're not getting the ball, you've got to do your job and block for the guy who is, because there really wasn't much there. And, boy, the defense took advantage with that loss.
And the defense, they were just locked in there on 3rd. They had more guys than they could block. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
One, ready?
Looking to put a drive together. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
There's so many definitions of a complete back. I think most people think a guy who can block, a guy who can catch, and a guy who can run. But how about when you put it all together as a runner and you can fake people out, you can be shifty, and also run with some power and break tackles, as we just saw on that pickup.
Here we go, here we go. Wide 80. Stop.
Another run for Brown on 2nd down. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
On 1, ready? Gun. Cut. Wide 80. Wide 80, cut. Cut.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Now a short one to Gesicki. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that'll make it 2nd down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Now a 2nd and 6.
Here we go.
Draw play for Brown. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. The completion on 1st didn't get much, and now the run on 2nd doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
And he's going to have the Bengals 1st down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
And that one was a lot of fun right there, because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Here we go. Cut.
Burrow now off the bootleg. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here.
Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game now. Sometimes a better punter may actually determine the outcome.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Route. Hey, so go.
Now Lawrence to throw. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Now Lawrence. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he's going to have a Jags 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Well, they've certainly gotten him involved in this first half, and on 3rd down, they looked his way again. And what a delight for his quarterback to find him and keep the drive moving.
Thomas brings it in. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll give to Etienne running right. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Across the line and to the ball quickly there, Trey Hendrickson. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Here's Lawrence. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And I think he was a little surprised to see the ball sitting out there like that. That's a ball he had a chance to come away with, but it winds up an incomplete pass.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this almost intercepted him. Not sure he saw the free safety that time. But lucky, incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. Pretty woeful there, just 23 yards on the punt. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage with a penalty flag down. This might push him back further. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Now it's Burrow. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll get him down here at the 23. 7 yards there on the 1st down screen play.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves, that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
Open man is Chase, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And he stopped immediately there. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Here we go.
This is Brown going up the middle. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with third and about 6 yards to go. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
Here we go. Can. Stop.
Burrow will throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 42. Burrow hooking up with Higgins for a Bengal first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
From the gun to give to Brown. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32.
That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but man, his first step is so quick too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
2nd and 10.
Here we go. 180. It's hot. Stop.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there.
Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40.
And Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football. Because remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. In motion, the tight end.
A give, running right, ETN.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there.
Now he's going to step up and run.
And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Great vision there by Lawrence as he scrambles for a first down.
Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Got him in. It's Brown. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it's 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Now 2nd and 5.
Hey, run.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Quick throw there is incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Hey.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence.
And he's wrapped up. Taken down back at the 25. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Now a field goal try coming up here for the Jags. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out. And his kick is indeed good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach turned his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Bengal offense going to see the ball one more time in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Here we go. Here.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
Over the middle, that's caught by Chase.
The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Burrow. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. This one caught downfield by Higgins. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Throwing again, it's Burrow.
That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase.
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Evan McPherson down for the PAT.
And that'll make it 13-7. Just a 4-play drive that time.
And it was Jamar Chase who finished it off with a touchdown reception. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. Halftime coming up. Let's get you down to Orlando and our buddy Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. It's our second week in studio, second week of the NFL season. Lots to get to, so let's get after it. Our tour around the NFL starts now at legendary Lambeau Field. It's the Packers at home to take on the Commanders. And it's the man picked up from Washington just back in August, Brian Robinson. Gets past the line of scrimmage, gets room, gets it in. 22 yards on the touchdown. Next up, we go to the Steel City. We'll check in on the Steelers as they play host to the Seattle Seahawks. And this one, I'm not quite sure what to make of this. A scintillating run for the touchdown. The Steelers, looking for a 2-0 start, they lead at the half. One more to bring you up. Let's go to Arlington. The Cowboys hosting the New York Giants. And this is C.D. Lamb. He's going to bring this one in, and away he goes. 77 yards for the touchdown. The Cowboys with the big lead in front of a home crowd at the half. We'll give you a look now at the remainder of the games in progress in the early window and what's still to come here in Week 2 of the National Football League regular season. Meanwhile, in our game, it was a competitive, hard-hitting first half. We expect more of the same going forward as we send you back out to Brandon and Charles.
Set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the second half. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3.
So out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one and set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in second and long yardage.
Here we go, here we go. 180. What? Stop.
Burrow looking to pass. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line has done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And they will take over first and 10. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Lawrence will throw. A short throw there to Strange. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's good for a Jaguars first down.
On red.
First and 10 at the 40.
Running out of the gun with ETN. And he can only manage to get a couple. Second and 8 coming up. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a second and 8. On play action, Lawrence. His throw incomplete. Travis Hunter, the intended target. But now it'll be third down. Now Lawrence. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 35. Now hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play.
Red on red. Hey, tomato.
Back to the ground with ETN. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. 56 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. In need of only about the length of the football here on second down.
Hey.
Lawrence. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Let's go.
Lawrence on the... He lost the football. And the Bengals have recovered it.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to go to the positive side this time. Yeah, there was a fumble at the end of this one, but what a sustained drive. And if they keep stringing those together, you got to like their chances.
And credit the defense, though. You're out there for that long, you start to get tired, but they were able to get the turnover.
Did you just credit the defense?
I like to credit the defense and the offense.
I like you.
And the analysts.
That's perfect.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
First down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Here we go. High. 180. High.
They'll fake the jet sweep and go play action with Burrow. Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Another big play here as they strike for 31.
That's the kind of play this offense desperately needed. They've got to be saying, our defense has kept us in the ball game. We're down, but we're certainly not out. And maybe that was the spark that they've been searching for.
So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 27.
Let's get set.
Now a give, left side, Brown with it. And they've got it in the red zone now, down about the 19. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Now a 2nd and 2.
Here we go. Here we go. Side. Wide eight. Side.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Throw right side, pulled in by Higgins. And Higgins is going to have a Bengals 1st down as he's down to the 12. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Side. Wide 80. Wide side. Side.
Now it's Burrow.
And he'll find Chase on the right side complete.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Jamar Chase
Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Bengals are an extra point away from taking the lead.
McPherson on for the point after.
And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy. All square now at 13 all as he sends this one away.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return.
While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them,
get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Lisa 24.
Thomas, the man in motion left.
They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 68 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries. Now Lawrence to throw. Screenplay, here's Etienne.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
Rip, 23.
They go play action now. Lawrence.
And his throw here is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Now Lawrence.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hunter. And a good gain here at 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
Gain of 10 brings up 3rd and inches.
A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down.
All right, let's go.
Lawrence on the sneak.
Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slowest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
Hey, go. Here we go.
Lawrence now to throw after that last run. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. But hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal.
Hey, easy. Route.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
Over the middle here to Brown. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
A gain of 3 yards. It's now 3rd and goal.
Hey,
From the shotgun, Lawrence. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground. Now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
And this one is right through. And with it, they have taken the lead. It's his 3rd field goal now in the ball game, and they needed his leg. This last one gives him the lead.
It's been a back and forth kind of a game, hasn't it? Now you got to tell your defense, guys, need you to make this stand up because we got the momentum going in the right direction, but we need you to make sure we carry it home.
The Bengals offense and Joe Burrow getting set for this next drive. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Charles's defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other. I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll take a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. He'll try and do this himself. And that went off the mark. A little late with the throw. The Bengals bring out their punter now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Thomas goes in motion left. A fake on the jet sweep. Now Lawrence on play action.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one.
Jaguars first down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Here's Lawrence.
Now he'll take this, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack. We've seen how this quarterback can beat you with his legs. Saw it earlier on this drive, as a matter of fact. But that time, they had him covered.
They really gave him no place to escape because oftentimes they're able to find a crack, a sliver, anything that can get them upfield. On that occasion, nothing open at all, and they swarmed him.
A short throw there to Strange.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A big play that time on the catch and run. 32 yards.
First down. First and goal, Jacksonville.
Well, so often now we're praising tight ends for their nimbleness and how they catch the ball downfield. But occasionally we get a reminder that tight ends, they've got that tough guy aspect too. How about him catching that short one there, shaking off tacklers and turning that into an expansive gain downfield.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
Gain on the play leads to second and goal.
These are 24.
At the 7-yard line.
Hey, tomatoes.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
De'Ami Brown
with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as his guys are able to extend their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Bengals offense and Jamar Chase set to take over once more. And he was pretty much unguardable in that first half. You see the numbers there as they try to add to him here in this third quarter.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And he's got a Bengals first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
And the Bengals first down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On one, ready? Here we go. Can.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. But we'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4.
On one, ready?
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now.
Here we go. 180.
Now it's Burrow. Open man is Higgins. And they'll get to it after a gain of 7 to the 47.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown.
They'll give this up the middle to Brown. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say he'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the 1st down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
From midfield now, Burrow. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of Liam Cohen has reached for and thrown the red challenge flag. He wants a second look at this. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass.
180.
Shotgun handoff to Brown here. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Here's Burrow. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
He'll try to do it himself.
And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field. And that one looks to be in the area where someone was held. Well, they got the ball already. They're not going to risk the yardage and running another 4th down. They decline it.
And what was that they taught you in law school, that possession is 9/10 of the law?
I didn't go to law school.
Oh, you didn't? I thought you did. Well, I'm going to give that to you anyway. Possession is 9/10 of the law, and it's 9/10 of this game, too, having the football counts.
You're so litigious.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7. At the 45-yard line.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Lawrence. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield strike.
Boy, that one was well read defensively. And this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
Now Allen. He spins free. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well.
1st down. And 11 on the play. 1st down, Jaguars.
They stay on the ground with Allen. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
He's on the line. Right at the line of scrimmage.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Easy, Ralph.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 13-yard line.
That's good for a Jaguars first down.
Decent 24.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
Hey, Soko.
And the Jaguar first down.
Now a handoff to Bigsby. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
At the 16-yard line.
They'll run with Allen. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, so from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
Hey, let's go.
Lawrence will throw. And this is going to be incomplete. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down.
Jaguars field goal. A 28-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that, maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
The Bengals set to take over.
Their own 29-yard line.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This one complete to Yoshibas. Now he's free at the 35. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Andre Yoshibas, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. And McPherson on for the extra point. And the lead will shrink to 6. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
Rip, 23. Son.
The drive will start with an option going left. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down. On play action, Lawrence. Thomas brings it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a first down.
The Jaguars first down.
Hey, go.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
From the gun, Bigsby. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 9.
At the 48-yard line.
Red on red.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. That's caught. Left side, it's Burks. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Hey, Rob.
Now Lawrence. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's DJ Turner who's got it. And the Bengals are right back in this football game. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
There's a look at receiver Jamar Chase as the Bengals get set to go on offense.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
The Bengals on third down. Just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This is 3rd and 8. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete.
Burrow to his old LSU teammate Chase for a Bengal first.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Gun.
On 1st and 10, here's Brown.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
That is caught. And he's going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good. Bengals first down. 1st and 10 at the
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
A quick hitter complete. It's Hudson. And he goes down, but not before getting us inside the 25.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. 180. Right shot.
Up the middle, here's P-Ryan.
He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back.
Okay, so they'll march backwards on the penalty there.
I don't know about you, partner. I thought that was maybe a little bit of a ticky-tack type of a call. Was that a clear block in the back when he got his man off balance? I thought that was a tough one.
To throw, Burrow.
It's complete on the ball screen. That's Brown. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here.
180.
Now Burrow. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And the Jaguars have just about sewn up this football game.
When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of of the game to come up with that interception huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. As the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here. They'll set up a screen for Bigsby. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. A tough spot here. 3rd and 15.
Rip, 23.
Throwing now, Lawrence. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So Burrow and the Bengals down by 6. A little under 30 seconds remaining.
On 2, ready?
They need a touchdown. A field goal is worthless now as they come up on 1st and 10. That's complete to Chase. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout.
1st down.
Here we go.
Burrow. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught.
Come on, ready?
They'll come up now, 2nd and 9.
Here we go, here we go.
Here's Burrow. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Now, they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, you're at the point where you had to take the shot no matter the down. Now it's 4th down coming up, but that may turn out to be irrelevant with how little time is remaining.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. It's got to have it time. 4th and 9.
Here we go.
Burrow. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. Well, this ball game was close throughout. Remember, it was neck and neck at intermission, neck and neck at the end, but a great job to come in here in a tough environment, Charles, and get the victory.
Yeah, tough environment indeed. How about all the people we can hear shouting from their seats right below us, partner? They weren't real happy that their team didn't keep the home field. How about how these visitors came in, calm every step of the way, even with all the pressure, and found a way to get out of here with a win.
So for the Jaguars, it's an early road victory as they move to 2-0 now on the young season. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings.
And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.